Greetings, citizens of Green Hill. I have recently been sent through the post a telegram explaining about the recent today's topic, Sonic killing a Disney hit. And for those who don't know, for the past 10 days, there has been a release on the same day, being Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa the Lion King. Now, for all of you that don't know, well, it's already on the title anyway, but Mufasa, I never really watched Mufasa, but I did watch Sonic 3. So I'm just going to go for the guess. Mufasa, well, basically, it's in the name, it's about Mufasa, etc. But there's a problem. You can tell that Disney is falling. Because in the recent Sonic the Hedgehog, which I have seen, actually, during the Christmas holidays, there has been a recent reports on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes that be scoring about 88%, with Mufasa scoring about 75%, and the Paramount box getting around 100 million, while Disney is getting about 38 million. And so I only heard this about 10 days ago, so I don't know if there's any differences recently. But you've got to know that between the differences, Mufasa is going to be a prequel to, the 1995 hits The Lion King, and Sonic 3 is a sequel. And with it based on Sonic Adventures 2, it actually became a hit and a bit nostalgic for us. However, for Mufasa, they're bringing back someone that was died in the classic movies and reviving it in the recent films. You can tell that that's going to be a massive fuck up, because Disney's best move is that they're going to bring back classics that they will ruin in order to gain their popularity again. To me, that's like saying, we're going to dig up Sid Barrett's grave and make him do the wall again. That's basically the same thing, if you know what I mean. And so, it's gotten that bad that if you've even mentioned anything about Sonic 3 on their official Disney Twitter, they will block you. Yes, they will hide comments and block you, which is a bit of an embarrassment. And another, I know I'm probably going to be biased here, but I only see one film because I'm not really a Disney guy anyway. And another thing, do you remember Endgame? Yeah, I watched Endgame because it was apparently the final Avengers movie. And I looked up Avengers, and apparently they're making another 5, so they're going down the fucking hill, because they're making the 5th Avengers movie, which Endgame's supposed to be the final movie of the Avengers. And I can tell right now that Disney's going to crash as bad as the Wall Street crash of 29. It'll be worse than the fucking Weimar Republic. It will lose. And they will try to do anything to stop that scenario to happen, even if it's sacrificing the classics. And they're gonna keep doing a kamikaze move, because they're becoming a bit greedy, and the recent movies are just shit. The only thing they've got in their minds is recreating Marvel movies and redoing the same fucking Star Wars plot series over and over and over again. And it's gonna keep falling anyway, but probably repeating myself at this point. But yeah, it appears that Sonic is making a biggest hit, while the classic Disney is falling. Now, this is the part where I explain what watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is actually like, because, spoiler alert, there's some that's based on Sonic Adventures 2, and some not based on Sonic Adventures 2. First of all, let's just stick to the Maria scene in the original game. She gets shot and bled out. In this film, they changed it a bit And so instead of her basically getting shot and bled out, because you know there's kids there and shit and all that stuff, they have remade the scene in which the soldier accidentally shoots a tank that explodes the entire building and accidentally killing off Maria, which has not happened in the original game, but I guess a remake is in the movie to make it more family friendly. And so the second one I will talk about is the creation of Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's based in like an underground lab in the film. And as we all know, it's actually based on the Space Colony arc, which they did a change. And to be honest, they changed a lot in the film to compare to the games. Like, Gerald Robotnik is most of the main villain, and I'm still going to say spoilers because I do not want to spoil it all for you. It's a good movie. So, Gerald Robotnik is the villain, and he's been released because he decided to make an agreement with GUN about building them a space colony arc. And if you already know then, the space colony arc is already built way before his arrest. And the last scene that I would like to speak about is the Dr. Robotnik scene in which he explains and live streams to the world that he's going to save the world because Gerald Robotnik tries to destroy everything along with the space colony arc because of the cannon he made. And later in the film, the cannon was shot, but Shadow the Hedgehog saved it, and he moved it away but accidentally split the moon. So in the game, it never actually happened. So in the game, Dr. Robotnik made an ultimatum on the Earth about his world domination, and so in order to propose this 24-hour ultimatum, he decides to shoot at the moon, splitting it, just to scare him off and threaten him in the game. So that's a bit different. And the best part, and the last part I would say, or also the worst part, is there's no Rouge. I mean, good film, but you can't base it on Sonic Adventures 2 without Rouge the Bat. That's all I'm just saying. So, what else have I have to say? Oh yes, in my personal opinion, I would say Sonic 3 is the best Sonic out of the other two films, and the best one out of 2024 of all films. Now, that's just saying that in my own opinion. You have both differences. Well, all have differences. And I'll just let you watch the film and let you think about it by yourselves. Because at the end of the day, it's quite entertaining. Even though it's not really based on the games. Well, it is based on the games. It's not based on the main plot of Sonic Adventures 2, which the film was supposed to be based on. But in its own purpose, it's quite entertaining. And the best part is they have a catch line at the beginning of the film. Like mid-beginning, before they meet Shadow. And I'm not going to spoil it, but once you watch that catchphrase, it will send you back to SA2. Because once I heard that phrase, I nearly screamed in the theatres. And now for today, and for tonight for anyone in the southern hemispheres, it is time to say goodbye, and I'll come back with another video. And I promise you right now, for those who watched before, I would not wait nearly a whole year to make a video. Now with all that out of the way, it's time for me to say that you all gotta go fast and capture that intelligence. I'll see you next time around.